my 93 Del Sol SI with the D16 motor, and this is the new Catback exhaust for it. Normally I wouldn't do an eBay exhaust, but that one's rusted out. So this is going to be the unboxing of its new Catback, the GodSnow Catback exhaust. It's in 2.5 diameter, and there's the number for anyone interested. There it is again from the other side. Alright, this is going to be a very quick unboxing. Pull these bad boys off. And I've already cut this for the sake of making this go quickly. This is what you receive. Here's our pieces. They wrapped up the muffler quite nicely. I will cut all this off and show it. I'm just not going to cut it off on video, again, to try and keep this nice and quick. So it's packaged well, even though we had a little box incident. Nobody seems the worse for wear. I will be right back with you once I get all this packing material off. And through the magic of pausing and restarting, here we go, all unwrapped. So it's a stainless brushed finish. They say it's stainless steel. Of course, sadly, there's our made in China. Seems like everything's made in China nowadays. And this is a gunmetal finished rear muffler. There's our fancy logo and a resonator. Looks like I did get a ding, even though it's had that cardboard cover on it. It's alright, it's not going to be my permanent muffler. I'm not a big fan of eBay mufflers. I know they don't last. There's a welding job on it. I can probably work that out so it doesn't look terrible. Mandrel bends. Got all your hooks. Again, some more of the welding. I'll go over everything really well, make sure there's no actual rust, and if there is, I'll clean it up and spot treat it with some paint. But this is more so a case of I can't weld, and I don't know any local muffler shops that want to do a mandrel system for this car. Not that I can afford at this time. I have my other car go down, so this is all on a budget for this poor little guy. You see, we got included gaskets with everything, so we're good there. And as I say, some people say they don't always include the resonators, that they cheap out, but this one actually has that little resonator cap, or whatever you call it. And there's our fasteners to remove it if we want. That'll all depend upon what it sounds like. But I thought temporarily this gunmetal would look nice with the gray bronze wheels. My current muffler is actually going to go back on. I'll get some light. Hang on. This is my current muffler. I like the way it sounds. Previous owner installed it, or had it installed, I should say. It's actually going to go back on this system. eventually. But for now, I'll run with this. And hang on. There's our resonator. And I know these things inevitably are not that great. So I have this one to replace it. A buddy was parting out his exhaust off his Mitsubishi Evo, and I got the parts that he was throwing away. There they are, side by side. Length is decently close enough. A good welder can assist me in piecing that in when the eBay one starts to sound like poo. I will put that guy in its place. And again, the muffler will swap. But for now, I bought it for the bends and for all the joints, because I can't piecemeal one together and get anybody reliably to put it together. In this car, sadly, I hit a paver stone in the road. There were 3 of them. I couldn't dodge all of them. And I've got a dent here. But the big problem is the factory resonator has a massive hole in it. That's my patchwork. It served me well, but it's starting to let go. I know this other dent here is just in the heat shield, but I don't know what damage is underneath. I will do a... There's another one from the paver stone right there. So it bashed my shields up pretty good. Anyway, it sounds like crap when I start it up. It rattles. The test pipe that's on it is a hot mess. It's come apart inside. So it's time to go ahead and take off the 1993 OEM original exhaust and put this on. Even as an eBay special, it's got to be better than a rattling, rusted through exhaust system. And it was only 125, give or take, maybe 150, thereabouts, in between that range. So not horrible. So there's my quick and dirty unboxing and idea of what I'm doing with it. And hopefully I'll get it installed tomorrow and make another video to buddy up to this one.